Hello everybody. It's week 8 and we're still going strong. Although I apologise for those who perhaps watched breakfast television this morning and saw the head teacher from Nottingham, who also does a weekly assembly, wearing an inflatable costume. A different one every week. I'm not going that far, so sorry about that. But we're still going international. Hello to Mark, Sarah and Penny in Malaga. I don't know how you got there, but well done. I'm sure, I hope you're well, and evidently you're regular watchers. And I had an email from Susan and John in Atlanta, and they were doubting that I actually had Mr. Britton here, and I was making it all up. So I thought, well, Mr. Britton, can you show yourself and prove you are alive and well?
Yes, I'm really here.
There he is.
Hello. Hello, Molescroft, and hello, Atlanta.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
And Malaga.
Malaga.
Yeah.
Hello, Malaga. Hello, Atlanta.
There we go. So he's real. He lives. He's really there. Hair a bit longer, perhaps. Anyway, it's great to be here. This assembly is, as always, for all of you, for everybody, but there's a special Year 6ness today, which I think is rather important. We're going to start with our hymn, so orchestra, are you ready? Recorders, remember we've sent you the music as well if you want to join in. Slight technicality, there's a key change after verse 2. In fact, there's a few key changes coming in today, and we'll more about that later on. So, orchestra and recorders play the first 2 verses and then sing the third. Otherwise, it's going to sound pretty awful. Okay, but we're going to start with Be Still. That was a nice arrangement. That a few nice key changes and chords there, Mr. Britton, I thought.
Very fancy.
Yeah, absolutely. Buenas tardes, todos. Gracias. Gracias. Well, as I say, we are keeping in touch, and you certainly have been keeping in touch. Some fantastic things on the gallery today. But of course, first of all, reminder, 20 seconds, keep calm and wash your hands. And I read a report on a reputable source yesterday saying that it really, if you can wash your hands 10 times a day, it really has an amazing impact. That's not just dunking them, the 20 seconds singing happy birthday to Beverly in the foundation year, Chloe in year 1, Kiefer in 3, and Lucy in year 6. Now, before we get to the gold section, this is a gold mould coming up, but it's a little film, and it is Darwin, and let's look what he's been up to. He wanted to send his own bedtime story to Mr. Atkinson and to Miss Hakener, because he so much enjoys getting the ones from you. So he's read for you his own version of Room on the Broom.
Gilda Johnson and Axel Selkner. The witch and the cat and a very tall hat and a long ginger hair which she wore in her plait. How the cat spat and how the witch grinned as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. But who the witch wailed and who the cat spat, then the wind blew so wildly it blew off her hat. Down cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. But then out of the bushes, on thundering paws, there bounded the dog with a hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely, then Higley said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head. I am a dog.
Isn't that amazing? Well, I've got visions now of Mr. Atkinson or Miss Hakener tucked up in bed with their pyjamas on and enjoying the story from Darwin. But a lovely thought, and I know all of you in Foundation have been enjoying the stories, and in other year groups as well. So great. Anyway, it is that time for...
Always believe in your soul. You got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believe it, 'cause you are gold.
And before we get to the gallery, another little film. This is from Noah, who created and edited his own animated film based on Harry Potter using Lego.
hello. Bye.
I love that. Edited by me and all the rest of it by me. Brilliant. Well done, Noah. So it is now time for this week's gallery. First up, we've got Patrick, working really hard on his Viking PowerPoint. There's lots of slides he sent in there, so well done, Patrick. Meanwhile, we've got Isaac coming up next for a recreation of a Viking longship in the living room there. Pretty inventive. Well done, Isaac. It's a Viking theme this week. We've now got Hayley, Golden Mouth, consistently working hard on all her home school tasks, and another Viking ship. Charlie's next, a fantastic story about a tiny dragon using interesting vocabulary and conjunctions. Matilda, carrying out super research about 60s home life. Well done, Matilda. And then we've got William, creating an amazing marble run with the help of a fantastic assistant, Mum. And here is Layla, creating a fantastic fact file all about guinea pigs. Next, we've got Imogen and Oshin for carrying out a super shadow investigation. They observed and recorded how shadows moved throughout the day. Well done. Beth, fantastic presentation all about the eyes. It's amazing. Up next, we've got Holly. Some interesting facts, again, all about the eyes. I mean, Mrs. Cameron is delighted with the science work, we have to say, it's been coming through from all year groups. Lily, also some fantastic comprehension work with thoroughly explained answers. Well done. She's in year 3. Nia, brilliant comprehension work with well explained answers again. That's what Miss writes. Year 3 clearly working hard. A lovely long ship model here from Alex. Isn't that fantastic? Brilliant. Jessica gets the next prize for the largest Viking longship model that the Year 4 teachers have ever seen. That is just looks such fun. Wow. Sadly, there's not much rain for it to sail away on, but great effort there. Jacob, descriptive writing based on a film clip. And next up, Sophie, for helping her mum every week to bake and make up boxes to deliver to vulnerable people in isolation. That is absolutely lovely, Sophie. And it looks delicious as well. I mean, it must bring so much joy. Benjamin here, another amazing marble maze. And next coming is very interesting. This is, you've heard of books in a box. This is theatre in a box. From Millie in the foundation stage, and she's presenting her own plays. That's interesting. We'll come back to that in a week or 2. Charlie, a brilliant longship. Look at that one, fantastic. Really super. Excellent job there, Charlie. And next we've got Tilly. Exceptional work in all areas and fantastic handwriting improvements. Well done, Tilly. Amelia, wonderful written work and drama pieces. And then I think the last one coming up is Kyron. Here he is. For his dedicated and positive approach to learning from home and for fantastic longship work, including recordings and film clips. Karen, you really have gone to town on the project. Well done. We're very proud of you. Congratulations. Now, as always, that is a sample of the most amazing work that you're sending in. You're doing really, really well. And there will be other golden moles being sent home in addition to those there. So we can't show them all, so please don't be disappointed if we don't get yours on the screen. But every piece of work, as you know, is thoroughly looked at and enjoyed by your teachers. Now, there's a bit of a theme here, and it's disappointments. I'm disappointed that we are here 8 weeks on. Well, it's actually 9, isn't it? Because we didn't do it for 7 the first week. We were in shock then. All those weeks, and we're still not back at school. And I know some of you are all disappointed about all sorts of other things that haven't happened. It was on the news today that possibly the Olympics may not happen next year. So it could be that things still go on disappointing us. There's a disappointment that the football's not on. There's certainly a disappointment that people are not going on their holidays. That's Tenerife. I know Mrs. Murphy in the kitchen was looking forward to her holiday in Tenerife. Well, that hasn't happened either. We've all got them. I bet you're all thinking now of your own disappointments. This was mine from last Saturday. Like Mr. Britton, I'm a huge fan of the Eurovision Song Contest. So I'm joking, Mr. Britton. But it couldn't go on. It just couldn't. And the unheard of, it was cancelled. But none of these disappointments match, I think, the disappointment this week for Year 6. This is the week, there was a sigh there from Mr. Britton, he really is disappointed. This is the week that you should be in Derbyshire. I wrote to you on Monday night because that was the night you were meant to be packing your suitcases. And I just know how sad about this you will be feeling. And then you add on to that, this week was probably the best weather we would have ever had on a residential visit. Unbelievable. But I know you're thinking about us too, Year 6, and you sent us this message to all of us, which we're going to share with love from Year 6. Thank you, Year 6. It's so lovely to see you, and for the rest of the school and all our viewers all over the place, to see you back. It felt as though you were with us, and for those lovely messages. And you are still moles, and always moles, as it said at the end there. So I know we should be in Derbyshire. One of the places that we go to in Derbyshire is a place called Eyam. And it's a bit of a pilgrimage, actually. And don't forget, Derbyshire's still going to be there. It's not vanishing. I'm sure you will be able to visit it. And go to Eyam as well. And the reason why Eyam is special, because in the 1600s, a disease arrived. It was called the plague. And the plague was sweeping all over Europe, in fact the world, and had arrived on these shores. And many people were dying, particularly in London. And nobody knew what the cause of it was. But in fact, it was being carried by fleas who lived on black rats. And the tailor in the village of Eyam, he ordered cloth which arrived in a trunk from London. And he opened it, and what he didn't realise was there were fleas hiding in the fabric. And fleas bite, and they passed on the disease. And soon him and his family became very, very ill. And you know what they decided to do? Well, they decided to quarantine. Not just the family, the entire village went into lockdown. They didn't call it that then. But they decided as a village that they must all follow the same rules, stay inside the confines of their parish and not leave. Because if they did, they would spread the disease all over Yorkshire and Derbyshire. And so they stayed there. And they didn't have doctors and nurses. They didn't have hospitals. They didn't have drugs or cures or treatments or ventilators or anything like that. And I had no idea how to cure it. They came up with ideas. One was to stick a chicken on your bottom. That didn't do a lot of good. And there were equally weird and wacky cures. And when we go there, we actually sit and we ask a question. What would we have done? Well, we actually have the answer now, because we are following the rules, keeping ourselves apart, keeping distance, keeping ourselves safe in our lockdown. So we are the same. And we are doing the right thing. And by doing that right thing, the sooner we will get through all of this. It's quite amazing that link between us and the village and the time seems to make itself appear. And as for Year 6, clearly, obviously, we haven't gone to Derbyshire. As I've written this week, we will not be able to go there. But we are trying very hard. Your Year 6 teachers and myself, we're constantly in discussion, and we have some ideas of what we could do. What we're thinking is something that is special and unique, that only you as a Year 6 will have. It'll be unique to you, because you are special and you are unique. So we wait and see. It'll all depend on how quickly we can move from the current lockdown that we're in. Now, going back to Eurovision, I thought, well, actually, it's time we maybe had a couple of new songs. And this song was used on a special programme last Saturday. And I thought, that is ideal. Why are we not singing that at school? And it's called Love, Shine a Light. What more could we want? And it actually won the Eurovision Song Contest. And it goes like this. Love, shine a light in every corner of my heart. Let the love light carry. Let the love light carry. Light up the magic in every little part. Let our love shine a light in every corner of our hearts. Straightforward. You'll soon pick it up. Remember, you can rewind the assembly. There's another verse, very, very similar. And then the chorus, and there's some long notes, big breaths. And we're all gonna shine a light together. All shine a light to light the way. Brothers and sisters in every little part. let a love shine a light in every corner of our hearts.
Oh, Mr. Lancaster, come on, everybody. Big round of applause for Mr. Lancaster. That was amazing.
Well, thank you. I don't know what to say, Mr. Britton. Anyway, but I do think that is an ideal song for us to sing at school. Do you agree, Mr. Britton?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great,
So we're going to have this on our regulars, one of our regulars. But for now, I'm sure you can pick that up from my demonstration there. So, chantez tout le monde, levez-vous, s'il vous plaît, and let love shine a light. That was wonderful. Well done. Thank you so much. And we'll definitely put that on our playlist. If you'd like to make the prayer your own today, you might put your hands together or close your eyes or share the Amen. Today I would like to say a special prayer for our Year 6 children. Every primary school child looks forward to the year when he or she takes on that extra responsibility of being a leader in a school. The jobs that are done around the place, and the new trust that is placed upon them. They enjoy that special relationship with their Year 6 teachers, which is somehow closer and has an unwritten understanding. Year 6 revel in the trust and partnership which they share with their head teacher and sense of shared responsibility. They look forward to the uniqueness of Year 6, the residential visit, the last show, the rites of passage as they move towards the last day of primary education. The disappointments in 2000 must run deep for this Year 6, and we all share those moments of sadness, not least this week, when the residential visit evaporated into the sunniest, warmest May week we could have ever enjoyed together in the beauty of Derbyshire. Disappointments are part of life, though. We actually grow stronger through them and learn about ourselves as we get older. We realise that out of every disappointment, something good follows. We just have to wait and watch out for it. Year 6 of 2020, please raise your heads. Know that you are special, valued, and so unique. And your lives are all ahead of you, and your rewards are certainly waiting for you. Amen. Savez-vous, s'il vous plaît. Now I know Hairspray is something I haven't mentioned for a little while, but just like I said earlier about other things, I have a thought, an idea, I'm working on it, so don't give up just yet. Soloists, please keep going through those lines and those songs. And next week, I'll share a little bit more with you. But before we finish, this came through from the cast of Hairspray. It's edited by them, it's made by them, and it's hilarious. And we love you for it. And it's the Corny Quarantine Show.
My hair. Nothing the little Hairspray can't fix. I've run out. Oh no, what am I gonna do? This show's in half an hour. Courtney, it's time for Operation Hairspray.
You can't do a show without Hairspray. We need to get it to him really quick. It's an emergency.
You can't stop 2 hours later.
Okay, guys, I'm here. I'm ready, whatever it is. Guys? Why is everything dark? Is it gonna start? It already ended, didn't it?
Thank you, Hairspray, soloists. That was brilliant. And if ever we needed a message, you can't stop the beat, absolutely. And you're proving that. We're going to go out from assembly to a song. It's a new one. You may not know it, but it's a very easy one. And again, it's going to go on my playlist for when we come back after the lockdown. It is half term. So I don't know what date it is actually, or what time it is, but it is half term next week, so make it a bit different, okay? Have a lovely week, hope the sun still shines, keep safe, and we'll see you, there will be an assembly next Friday with a Hairspray twist. Cheers everybody, bye-bye. Sit straight. Let's bring up the song.
Hallelujah, sing the song.
It's easy.
Hallelujah, we'll follow along with a simple word saying, we bless the sky and breathe and breath, and we feel our heart.
That's it, we learned it. Okay, foundation stage, you ready?
Hallelujah, sons of love. Hallelujah, the sunshine above. Hallelujah, the bells will go ringing, and giving from dawn to night. Hallelujah.
Now we're getting the hang of it.
Hallelujah. bells go ring.